Nearly 150 Republican candidates across the state of Tennessee have been removed from the ballot by the state's Republican Party, at least for now. It comes after the party decided to more strictly enforce its requirements. It includes 15 names in our viewing area. News Channel 11's Brody Wilson has been following this story all day and has more on who's been left off the ballot. Brody?
Yeah, Casey, a list of those Republicans who are deemed to be not bona fide and therefore could not run under the party's affiliation has been released by the Tennessee Republican Party. Chair of the Tennessee Republican Party, Scott Golden, says each person on the list of non-bona fide candidates will have a chance to be reinstated.
I know the language in law is that we've removed them, but it's really just a temporarily suspension until the paperwork gets in place, and then they go right back on.
In Northeast Tennessee, at least 2 incumbents in our region are on the list. Greene County Mayor Kevin Morrison and Carter County Trustee Chad Lewis. Mayor Morrison told me he expects to be granted a waiver and taken off the list as early as this evening. Many in the party have called for the policy to be revisited next year. Golden says they discuss best practices every year, but he doesn't feel like it needs to change.
Usually before these things are enacted, we've talked about it for years. So yeah, what we see is somebody that shows up and it's like, hey, I'd like to run and I don't know what the rules are. Just because they don't know what the rules are doesn't mean that we haven't thought about it for a decade before we've implemented it.
Washington County Administrator of Elections Chuck Vest says he expects the Republican Party focusing in on the bona fide rule will actually improve voter turnout.
And there's nothing that improves voter turnout than more participation from candidates and the political parties. So having really 13 of the 15 county commission races opposed or contested, you're going to see a greater turnout there.
Golden says the rules are in place to ensure to voters that each candidate has been thoroughly vetted.
We want to make sure that the candidates that the voters are voting for have met a certain standard and fidelity to the organization that they're seeking. And so when people go out and vote for that Republican, they understand that, hey, this is somebody that I trust their values to go make decisions at the local level, the state level, the national level.
The deadline for candidates to have their bona fide status updated and to be removed from the list is March 5th. Casey?